So today I'm giving you the tea on how much it costs to live in Canada. So I moved from the UK to Canada. I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, and I'm going to tell you all my monthly expenses of how much I spend to live in Canada. Starting off with my biggest expense, which is my rent. I live in a 2-bedroom house in Niagara Falls and I pay $1,650 a month for my rent. Next up is my hydro and my gas. Hydro is electric in Canada, by the way. So my electric bill this time of year in the winter is around $50 a month. It does vary. Sometimes it's $30 a month. Sometimes it's $55, but I always budget $50 a month for my electric. And my gas is around $130 to $150 a month. In the summer seasons, they change. So my electric's normally around $150 and my gas is normally around $30. So I always, for my gas and my electric, I always put away $200 a month, but it's never really that much. Next up is my water bill. So my water bill is done every 2 months and it's around $150. It's never much more than $150. For this video, for monthly expenses, I'm going to take that down to $75 a month. One of the most expensive bills in Canada is your phone plan. You cannot find a cheap phone plan anywhere. So I'm going to absolutely hate telling you the tea on this one. But for my phone and my internet in my house and my TV package, so for all three of them, comes to around $400 a month, which is literally crazy. You couldn't find a phone plan when I first moved here for like less than $60 a month without the phone. So yeah, the phone bill is like one of the highest bills. I'm gonna do my car and car insurance all on another video, but my expenses for the house, so the rent, electric, gas, water bill and my internet total comes to $2,325 a month. But obviously I live with my partner, so we split it half. And as of today, when you convert it back to UK pounds, it's about £1,375. We also pay for our cars separately and then also a joint insurance. So let me know if you want to know how much it is to have a car in Canada as well. I can also do a grocery shop one too. If you want to know the tea on the Canadian grocery shopping and how much it costs to do a shop, let me know in the comments and I can do that next week.
Canada is expensive, that's true. You have to pay a lot of taxes, and that is true as well. Canada is the second largest country in the world with only 38 million people. The economy of Canada is highly dependent on immigrants. So it's really normal to control this beautiful country. People need to work hard and need to pay high taxes. It all depends on where you're coming from. A lot of people escape war, anxiety and stress, civil war or poverty, and some of them are just escaping the low quality of life. Canada in return offers you opportunity to work, make a lot of money, pay a lot of taxes and live a high quality and a good life. So it all depends how do you compare your current status to your future status. Elon Musk came to Canada to study first. He then graduated and built a business and moved to States, and now he has this empire. So a lot of people use Canada as a stepping stone to access US market. Either they live in Canada or in the US, but Canada provides that opportunity to the world. If you're interested to come to Canada, there are so many programs that you can benefit from. Go to visaforum.ca and learn about these programs. My name is Amir Kajavi, regulated Canadian immigration consultant from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay, so I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and for those of you who don't know, Canada has like a serious fucked up inflation problem right now. I just got back from doing groceries and I have $70 worth of groceries on my table right now, and I genuinely don't even know what I purchased that made it to $70. I had a fucking mini breakdown to my parents the other weekend. I started like crying, like tears. They came in because I was doing a budget and they were like, "How is it?" And I was like, tears. I'm working like 3 jobs right now. Like I got out of university like last year in December and I have been fucking grinding it out ever since, just because the cost of living, and I'm not even really saving that. I'm not saving anything really, but the cost of living is outrageous in Canada. And it's just so, I was telling my parents, like, it's just so frustrating that like you do all the right things, you go to university and then you come out, you get a job, whatever, and you can barely fucking afford rent. I talk about it with my friends all the time, but we're just fucking sticking together right now because it's brutal out there.
This episode is sponsored by the Sleepy Dogs. They are a dog bed brand that makes comfortable dog beds for any dog anywhere. Check them out at sleepydogs.store.
So we know BC is failing our seniors, but now we have the data to prove it, and it's a lot worse than we thought. There are 6,500 seniors waiting to be placed into long-term care. That's an 150% increase from 5 years ago. Now, the wait times for these admissions have also increased exponentially. Wait time for urgent admissions went up by 50% compared to previous years. That means if you're a senior living with immediate risk of abuse and neglect, you're still stuck there for 73 days. The waitlist for knee and hip replacements have also increased by 53% and 59%. And it's no wonder seniors are struggling, because nationally, our median healthcare wait time has hit 30 weeks, the longest ever recorded. We're seeing an increased demand in housing that's just not met. With almost 14,000 senior subsidized housing applications and only 6% receiving a unit. Our government has been failing seniors for years, and they deserve better treatment. What do you think needs to be done to change this?
This video is for all immigrants who are coming to Canada, who are dreaming of coming to Canada, and they are telling you about all the opportunities and all how great it is. What they are not telling you is how high the cost of living is. Make sure if you are coming to Canada, it's not just you, it's you and 3 other people, and the 3 of you guys can live together, so you can save up a whole heap of money and housing and try living together, and even food. I just go to the supermarket and I have like 2 grocery bags, just look at knickknacks. As you look, $100. So make sure if you're coming to Canada, don't come alone, and make sure you have a plan with a group of people. It is not what they say it is. Don't be tricked about all these opportunities. People can't live off one income here. It don't make any sense. Just do your reading, find out all the facts, find out from a friend. You understand? It is not a bed of roses. It's all a trick. Trust me. It's safe. Healthcare is great, but I feel say boy, opportunities just a grow up on tree. You understand? Not at all. Hard and expensive to live here.
What the hell is going on in Canada right now? I am home visiting my parents this weekend for the holidays. I live in the West Village in New York City, the highest cost of living yuppie area ever in the history of the United States. I am never shocked when I get a dinner bill. I'm never shocked when I go on vacation. Nothing phases me. I've traveled all over the world. Tell me why I come home to Newmarket, Ontario, the suburbs of Toronto, and I'm shocked at the cost of living here. How are Canadian people making it work? Everybody involved with the economy right now needs to be fired immediately. We need to contact the UN and get a binding resolution here. Something sinister is going on in Canada, and I'm determined to get to the bottom of it.
Somebody please tell me how the hell this small amount of stuff just came to $218. How? Somebody tell me. This was literally 3 bags of groceries. 3 bags. $218? Like, are you joking? Guys, this is not okay anymore. Like, we have a serious fucking problem here in Canada. Like, why? Why is this happening? This isn't even going to last, not even 5 days. $200, $220, not even 4 to 5 days that's going to last. And that's only for 2 people. Like, this is not. We need help in Canada. Hello, somebody, the government, whoever the fuck is trying to fuck us in the asshole. Hello.
I know there's already like thousands of other videos out there about the housing crisis in Canada, but I'm just going to add to it a little bit more. So I recently moved in with my partner. We are living in a 3-bedroom townhouse in Langley, British Columbia. Langley, British Columbia. I need to specify Langley, not Vancouver. We are an hour at least outside of Vancouver, depending on traffic. And our rent is $3,300 a month. Like, no utilities, just $3,300 just for rent. And I was telling this to some of my coworkers today who are a bit older than me, like 10, 15 years older, who either have been living in their place for a while or they own a place. And they were shook. They were shocked. They did not realize that $3,300 a month was the going rate. And actually, we got a good deal. The going rate in our neighborhood of Willoughby is like $3,500 for what we have. I actually have a coworker who lives in Surrey, which is like 25 minutes away, closer to Vancouver. She has like a 3,000 square foot house on like this huge property, and she only pays $2,400 a month for her mortgage because she bought her house like
I don't know, a decade ago. And it is bonkers to me that in Langley, British Columbia, it is $3,300, and that's a good deal, for a 3-bedroom townhouse. And I used to live in Vancouver. I had to move out to Langley because it was cheaper. I couldn't afford Vancouver anymore, and $3,300 is absolutely not affordable. And my partner and I, we make a decent income together. We are a dual income, no kids situation. And to be perfectly honest, we are making within the like $150,000 per year range between the two of us. And don't get me wrong, we can live a decent lifestyle. We are able to pay our bills. We can afford our groceries. We can go out to eat a couple of times a week. But that's it. We can't really do anything else. And I remember growing up thinking, if you had a $150,000 household, you were it. You were making the big bucks. You were making so much money. You could live in luxury. But no, $150,000 salary, it literally just affords us to pay our bills and not worry about if we can afford groceries when we get to the cash register. And it is just so messed up that that is the salary that you need to live a comfortable lifestyle, and not even a luxurious lifestyle, just a comfortable lifestyle, knowing that like we're okay. You should not have to be making $150,000 a year just to feel safe that you can afford groceries. And I need to stress, this is not a major city. This is Langley, British Columbia. This is a small city.
Make sure you like and subscribe to my other channel,
Saskatchewan in the middle of
Focus
nowhere,
on the
but
Money
it is
UK,
still not
where I
a
break
big
down
city.
the economic
The
problems
cost of
within
living
the
these
UK.
days is absolutely fucked.